to Miss Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for those deep-cut tunes from 1980s movie soundtracks that we feel deserve some reinvestigation.
Please, 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 let me.
Number 10, Jungle Love, Purple Rain. To paraphrase Jay from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
never say an unkind word about the time.
Morris Day and the Time are indeed the mad note. Jungle Love is unequivocally the group's legacy and calling card. But this isn't a bad thing. After all, any 80s funk band worth their salt would kill for Prince to write a song this good for their catalog. Jungle Love hinges upon that ultra-synthesized 80s production, that smooth bass line and backing vocals that become immediately stuck in listeners' heads. Meanwhile, the song's appearance in Prince's own Purple Rain allowed Morris Day and the Time's amazingly cool choreography to swing for the fences.
I've been watching you. I think I want to know you.
Number 9, To Live and Die in L.A. To Live and Die in L.A.
Want my paper, Jeff? I can't afford to have it circulating right now.
Director William Friedkin struck gold once again with 1985's To Live and Die in L.A., yet another standout from a filmography that included both The Exorcist and The French Connection. Wang Chung's theme to the film updates its crime, mystery, and thriller themes with a sound that's vast and expansive.
Is this the room I live my life forever? I wonder why in LA.
Dance Hall Days and Everybody Have Fun Tonight may be the songs most associated with Wang Chung's chart success, but To Live and Die in L.A. deserves to be equally remembered. The modulated section that occurs shortly before the 3-minute mark ramps up the tension a little bit, while the song as a whole is a smooth synth pop song with style to spare.
I wonder why in LA. To live and die in LA.
Number 8, Only the Young, Vision Quest. The history of Only the Young is an interesting one because its composers and Journey actually sold off the rights to Patti Smith and Scandal, who recorded the first version in 1984.
The shadows of a golden age, a generation waits for dawn.
That said, most listeners are probably more familiar with the version that Journey themselves released as a single in conjunction with the 1985 film Vision Quest. There's certainly no shame in Scandal's game, but there's few that would deny Steve Perry all of the flowers when it comes to Journey's version. Co-songwriter Neil Schon also adds some tasty guitar accents to the chorus, while Jonathan Cain's keyboards create urgency and drama. This latter sentiment ties into Vision Quest as a character piece concerning love, challenge, and competition. Number 7, Somebody's Baby, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You could be forgiven for spacing out on this Jackson Browne soundtrack cut for Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
She's got to be somebody's baby. She must be somebody's baby.
After all, this was a movie soundtrack that was absolutely stacked with killer cuts. Somebody's Baby is a case of musical kismet, a tune where the lyrics resonate with those awkward moments of first love, romance, and heartbreak.
She's probably somebody's only light, gonna shine tonight.
Meanwhile, Brown and his band craft a main melody that's wistful and slightly melancholic, a nostalgia-fueled trip back for fans who remember watching Fast Times for the first time.
Order the double cheese and sausage. Right here, dude.
It's virtually impossible at this point to separate Somebody's Baby from its filmatic source material, and this is a good thing.
Woke up in a great mood. I don't know what the hell I am.
Number 6, I Still Believe, The Lost Boys. The soundtrack to The Lost Boys is another release that's chock full of bangers. Cry Little Sister from Gerard McMahon serves as the film's outstanding main theme.
I will not lie. We'll sister.
However, there's little that can stand in the way of Tim Capello's blaring saxophone, oiled-up physique, and gyrating masculinity. I Still Believe is actually a cover, the original of which was written and recorded by a group known as The Call. Capello brings his own inimitable style of swagger to the tune, however, as well as a nice dose of hard rock attitude. This results in a cover that's as slick and MTV friendly as The Lost Boys was for kids in the late 80s. Number 5. Tonight is What It Means to Be Young. Streets of Fire. There's just no other way to say it. Streets of Fire goes hard. The soundtrack is equally dense, featuring a bevy of songwriters, studio musicians, and singers working together to get the project off the ground. Tonight is What It Means to Be Young is pantomimed/performed by Diane Lane's character in the film, but the recorded version was by a session group called Fire Inc. The song was written by frequent Meatloaf collaborator Jim Steinman, and its vibe embodies everything that name entails. This is big, bombastic, and gothic rock, full of grandeur and with absolutely zero sense of irony. It's a vision that's as ambitious as Walter Hill's script and direction for Streets of Fire. In other words, it's a true cult classic.
Tonight is what it means to be young. Tonight is what it means to be young.
Number 4. Almost Paradise. Footloose.
Hey, what's this I see? I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Man, they don't make them like this anymore. It's difficult to replicate a song like Almost Paradise in the modern day, since there's just so much sincerity at play within the songwriting. Eric Carmen and Dean Pitchford struck gold with their music and lyrics, respectively, with Almost Paradise being an earnest love theme for a movie soundtrack that was already bursting with hits.
I swear that I could see forever in your eyes.
The Footloose soundtrack may be remembered today for its more upbeat numbers, but Mike Reno of Loverboy and Ann Wilson from Heart absolutely kill it with this mid-tempo ballad. This is pure, unfiltered 80s schmaltz, mainlined straight into the rose-colored hearts of Footloose fans around the world.
Almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door.
Number 3. No Easy Way Out. Rocky IV.
Where'd you get that hat?
A friend gave it to me. Like it?
Who punched you in the eye?
Same friend.
We honestly could have populated this list solely with amazing pumped-up montage tunes from the world of 80s action flicks. But you know what? No Easy Way Out by Robert Tepper would still rank way up there. And that's how hard this song jams.
There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home.
Tepper contributed this song to the soundtrack for Rocky IV, and it goes broke right from Jump Street. The vocals are brutally emotive and passionate, while the synthesizer stabs and a fantastic bass line anchors the entire affair. No Easy Way Out isn't only one of the best Rocky soundtrack cuts, it's one of the best songs from the entire 1980s. Number 2. Mighty Wings. Top Gun. A lot of classic soundtracks have those tentpole cuts that become inseparable from the film. Berlin's Take My Breath Away and Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins do that sort of work for 1986's Top Gun. That said, we'd argue that Mighty Wings from Cheap Trick is the dark horse hero from that OST. Maybe it's due to the fact that the full version of the tune didn't get played until the film's closing credits?
Take me on your mighty wings. Take me on your mighty wings to fly.
All we know is that this Harold Faltermeyer, Mark Spiro composition gets the Cheap Trick treatment of raging guitars and a lead vocal to die for. Oh, and apparently Mighty Wings also influenced the composition of Ken's theme from Street Fighter 2. Now that we know that, we can't unhear it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Who Wants to Live Forever? Highlander.
There's no chance for us. It's all decided for us.
There's no denying that Queen's Who Wants to Live Forever sounds great in a vacuum, away from the 1986 film Highlander. That said, the song takes on a whole new meaning as viewers watch the film, since its placement occurs during a montage of Connor McLeod and his wife Heather. The former is a Highlander, destined for immortality or the blade, while his wife is a mortal.
I don't want to die. I want to stay with you forever.
Connor is forced to watch his beloved age while he remains young, making the Queen tune feel like a heartbreaking concerto for this tragedy. Who Wants to Live Forever asks this question of its audience, while the story on screen acts as a bittersweet cautionary tale. Is there a particular decade that you feel locked in the art of the film soundtrack? Let us know in the comments.
Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.